probably the best morning show ever hit the atmosphere. Let's be clear, there's plenty others that do it B.I.G., but keeping it a buck though, none to get you up though like GMG. With all the news and real point of views you can use, light and heavy topics we peruse, even a laugh or two. What you talking? Good morning, gang, be the instrument and take your friends and them can and all. Come on in, tune in. You ain't gonna want them in state, and even the trolls and haters that hate us, we end up being their favorite. Cause from 8 to 10, we get it in, believe that. I mean, from where else could you go when you a part of the show? Definitely GMG, cause when you show love, we show love back. First thing in the morning, we get you through, so after the yawning, wash up and wipe your face, get your snacks to come on in, get comfy, but most importantly, in all caps. What do we have here? I don't know, probably the best morning show ever hit the atmosphere. Let's be clear, there's plenty others that do it B.I.G., but keeping it a buck though, none to get you up though like GMG. With all the news and real point of views you can use, light and heavy topics we peruse, even a laugh or two. What you talking? Good morning, gang, be the instrument and take your friends and them can and all. Come on in, tune in. You ain't gonna want them in state, and even the trolls and haters that hate us, we end up being their favorite. Cause from 8 to 10, we get it in, believe that. I mean, from where else could you go when you a part of the show? Definitely GMG, cause when you show love, we show love back. First thing in the morning, we get you through, so after the yawning, wash up and wipe your face, get your snacks to come on in, get comfy, but most importantly, in all caps. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I forgot to turn it down. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, GMGers and GMGettes, it's your boy, Big Phil Speaks. And this should be the Good Morning Gang Morning Show, huh? Brought to you by myself, Big Phil Speaks, and the good GMG. What does that mean? Good Money Gang. Listen, despite what they want to say, listen, we are who we are, and it is what it is. And this is the Good Morning Gang Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going up. It's about to be a lituation. It's Feel Good Fridays, and I'm feeling so lovely and wonderful. How about you? Are you feeling blessed and highly favored? The fact that you made it upon the day says a lot. You hear me? Because everybody didn't make it to see the day, but you did. So count it all joy and consider yourself blessed. You're able to use them eyes, use your mouth, pause. No diddy. Use your extremities. The fact that you open your eyes, was able to stretch your arms and inhale, exhale. Listen, make this day the best day of your life. And while you're at it, plan, plot, and strategize so that if you're so blessed to see tomorrow, guess what? You make it an even better day than the day. That part. Listen, who we got in the building? Who we got in the good building this morning? Papa True Gun's nephew, GMG in the building. Jeannie Miles, I see you. You in the building. King Skills, what's goody like the mob? That's a fact. It's Friday. We got to get it in. Miss Say Block 130, that good HR team is in the building. The home team, the moderation king, GMG, Southeast Slimmy is Night Rider is in the building. You feel me? Young Dreads, what's goody like the mob? You in here, huh? Little stuffy in the nose, pause. Vito Diva checking in early from that good west side from out the Yay area. Good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. Music for God too. Good morning, darling. She's in the building. The Berg, what's up with it? Good morning, gang. Listen, huh? Who else we got in here real quick? Like Bree is in the place to be. Good morning to ye. Listen. Huh? Make sure I ain't passing nobody up. The Watchman, he done came through watching everything moving. He's a real sniper. Y'all say the other people be the Watchman, a sniper. Good morning, Sniper Watchman. Good morning to ye. Huh? T Page is in the building. TGIF, that part right there. Listen. He got home. I don't know how safe it was, but he barely got there, T Page. But listen, 757 coming through with the good buds. Listen, pause. No Denny. Listen, he coming through with the coming through. You hear me? Listen, J-Man, that good messy part of the HR team, and also the person that hooked his hat up right here, the GMG hat. Listen, J-Man, I need to holler at you after the show sometime or whatever. No rush. But yeah, I need to holler at you about something good though. But anyway, listen, ladies and gentlemen, who else we got in the building? Right now, that's it that have spoken up. Listen, we gonna have at it, ladies and gentlemen. What's goody like the mob? Karma Stone, hey, what's going on? Come on over to the good YouTube. Cream of Sweets, Purple Kisses. Y'all come on over. Why? Come on over. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. Y'all see that title? Good morning, GMG friends. How many of us have them? Ones you can depend on. Before we go any further, let's be friends. Listen, it's a lot in the atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen, a lot in the atmosphere. But I'm not going to start off there. Why would I do that, huh? I picked up on some good funny, some good how can I say, stories, not your typical stories, but some good ones, right? I want to start off with this here. This Bama here gets Bama other way for this one. And I wish somebody would have ran up on him and got him. I ain't gonna say too much more. We on YouTube, but look. All right, buddy. Listen. Ain't that about a B-I-E-I? Could you imagine opening your door and see a Bama up under a trash bag trying to get at your package? Now, would you would you be upset and go oops upside his head, or would you laugh your ass off? Which one would it be? Which one would it be? You hear me? Have at it, LLC has entered the chat. Listen, good morning. And on the one hand, you probably would have to stand there like, no, this Bama didn't put himself under a damn trash bag and acting like he a walking bush or something. Hey, scoop my package up. Then after you laugh for a second, you haul off and put all in his ass. You hear me? Like, if you don't drop my package, Yo, me, yo, my, you feel me? If you don't drop my mother and get your sick ass from under that damn pack, under that damn uh hefty cinch sack bag, you know what I'm talking about? Listen, I'm like, this Bama here. I saw this. I was like, people are definitely crazy. Michelangelo, good morning to ye, GMG, TKBS Nation. We are in the building, huh? What would y'all do? Des indeed, the other third of the HR team super is in the building, huh? Papa said, I'm going to laugh after I whoop his ass. That part right there, like, who the figgity does that? Like, nobody in the neighborhood, no car going by saw this little fun dummy or grown fun dummy, whoever it was, under that trash bag, slow bopping up to the porch like do 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 do. Like, man, listen. I'd have seen that on my ring cam. I would have ran down to the door, opened that door, like, what the is your dumb ass doing? You know what I'm saying? Listen. Sarah said, Buka is in the house. Good morning to ye. What would y'all do though? Paggy reeking of that good pack. What's up with it? I see you, Slim. You in the building. I saw that. I said I had to share that, especially on a Feel Good Friday. You hear me? It's only funny because it ain't my package. Or it'd have been funny if it was. It wouldn't be funny if it wasn't. Listen. Well, hopefully whoever it is caught up with them some of them, you know, I'm talking about, and got at them ASAP like Rocky. But if they didn't, hopefully they had insurance, so they went through Amazon so they can get the package replaced. Who knows? Who knows? I thought that was a fun topic to start off with. This next one, I'm gonna let y'all listen to it first, and then I'll give my.
Hey friend, so let me explain what's going on, okay? So y'all know how we've been seeing these videos about people not paying for their meal and all this and that. Okay, this is what you do. You get a bowl, everybody put their credit card in it, right? Okay? Fair. Fair, right? You get the waiter to go in there and mix them up. And whatever card he choose, you pay for the meal. Everybody meals. She lost. So she gotta pay.
What y'all think about that, right? I get it. A lot of people be like, man, just somebody pay that junk, right? But I think this is a fun way to do it. You know what I'm saying? To where everybody got an equal shot to not to get a free meal, but also an equal shot to have to pay the whole shaboing. You hear me? I think I think I saw that. I said that's another Feel Good Friday little tidbit. Like that. I think that's a good fun way to do it. You said that shiggity is stupid, game fanatic. I don't think so. This ain't new people been did that. I ain't doing that. Why wouldn't you do it, Jay man? Why wouldn't you do it? What I see a lot of y'all say, nah, ain't no way. Let me ask you this. Would y'all just say I would go ahead and pay it? Or you just saying like, nah, I shouldn't have to pay it, or what's the use of everybody putting their card in there to pay it? What you mean not gonna be able to do it, Miss Save Blog? What you talking? Dad said I'm gonna put in a fake card. Nah, see, these are all friends though, right? These are, if I'm not mistaken, it's not like dates. It's not like dates where y'all looking at the fellas should take and pay for that. No, just split the bill. But what else? What if they all, good on money, right? But they just saying, instead of them taking turns, like it's my turn to pay the whole bill, it's my turn. They doing it in a fun way, putting it in a hat, put it in the bowl like y'all saw, and let the waiter pick who gonna pay the bill or whatever. Everybody's coming under the frame of mind that I could be the one to pay the bill. I might not want to, but I got the money to do it, right? But they put it in a bowl, shake that jump, pause, and the waiter or waitress picks the person who actually paid. I think that's cool. What y'all talking? Everyone needs to chip in money. Y'all some broke ones. Golly, y'all tight. Y'all are tight. Pause. Dutch means Dutch. What if every time y'all go out, your car get picked though, Unc? Now that's a whole nother. Listen, there's something gonna have to change, but I don't think that. I mean, the probability of that. You saw how many people was at that table? 8 to 10 people, whatever it was. That's a lot of weeples for you to get picked every time. Gay Fanatic said, "I'm running out." Damn. Dad said, "I only have cash." Listen, damn it, Joe. I've done it before. Not something you do on a regular basis. Occasionally, it's cool. I could dig that. Cause I don't see. It said J Man said, "I'll pay for my half of the table. Somebody gonna pay for the other half of the table." I respect that. I respect that. Yeah, because there's been times I paid for a whole table. Like, man, don't worry about it. I got it. I got it. Whatever. Not grandstanding, but just like just wanted to be a blessing in the moment. Seth, I said, that's what I'm talking about. He said, "Nah, that's fire." That's when a budget is not an issue. It'll be fun if that's not because that part right there, Michelangelo, like and I take it everyone at their table had the wherewithal, you know what I'm saying? Even though they was hoping they wasn't the one that had to wear it all. You hear me? Listen, if we all got it like that, then no problem. But we usually split the bill. Yeah, I mean, most people split the bill. I get mine, you get yours. And sometimes, depending who's at the table, if it's more ladies than men, I might pitch in a whole lot more or a little more than just my piece or whatever the case may be. But oh, we know, Phil, you pay for y'all bugged out. Don't start the bullshiggery. Friends, how many of us have them? Let's be friends. Hey, Papa, hey, Night Rider, don't be contributing to the delinquency of a Daz and D. You hear me? Let them be what they gonna be. I'm gonna move on. I ain't gonna stay there, but I thought that was a dope situation. Now, hitting the news, waves, and entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, home.
Good dog. Yes. Yes. Come on, get that. Like Santa Claus. I told you I was bringing you home, right? Yes, you did, baby. I thought you were bringing out to get my hug. Get over here.
That boy was in there reading.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, my man?
I mean, that boy home. That boy home. That boy home.
Honorable dude.
Yo, don't show we ain't doing no free advertisement.
That's okay.
Just see where we at.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. All right. I'm proud of you, man. All right.
It's that first free meal.
All right.
Get it, crazy creative.
That's right. There you go. God bless. All right.
Special delivery. Special delivery. G Dep is home, former bad boy artist. And if y'all don't know his story, I need to Google it. The brother was signed to Bad Boy. I don't know what took place. I don't know if he got let off the label or if life was just life, but there was a situation where he think shot an individual, right? He didn't know that I don't think he knew the individual died, but he shot an individual and it weighed heavily on his heart. And he went and basically turned himself in to investigators that weren't even looking for him at the time. His story is one of amazement and one that should, make the history books, not only in hip hop, but in general. Because you think about it, how many people turn themselves in on a crime that they are not even the active suspect for? What? Sexy Sugar Mama, I see you coming in from that good Facebook. I see you. Yeah, people don't know. Established, I see you. Yeah, so at the end of the day, at the time, some people say, "Oh, he foolish," right? But more people than not have stuck by him and said he's a stand up individual. He took accountability, even in a situation where he didn't have to. He could have stayed low. He could have not mentioned it at all and lived out the rest of his life or whatever the case may be. But that brother did all these years behind that, and now he's able to come home. He got a reprieve on part of his sentence, and now he's able to see and breathe real air and be around his family and friends or whatever. Shout out to G Dep. Welcome home. You hear me? I wonder if them bars are still in you, G Dep, because he was nice. I wonder if them bars are still in you. Pause. You hear me? What was his time for a game fanatic? He ended up getting charged with murder because the guy that he shot died or whatever. So he got charged with murder. I forget what level. I don't know if it was manslaughter, voluntary manslaughter. I don't know what. I can't remember what it was. Hey, Sarah Lynn, I didn't see you come on in. Hey. Talking about not just flights, but first guy. Whatever. Special delivery. Listen, hey, Miss A Block. Listen, the streets will put AIDS on you. Jail will put more AIDS on you, huh? Listen. Good morning, established. Good morning. I'm happy for him too. I think that's dope. Right? Because, like I said, he could have just ate that. Pause. He could have just held that in and dealt with that mentally. But from what the story was, that is what led him to turn himself in because mentally it was affecting him that he did that or whatever the case may be. So, he ain't snitch on nobody. He turned himself in and he did his time or whatever. For those, you know what I'm saying, that understand what I'm saying, then that can be looked at as an honorable thing. Some will say, oh, well, he did a crime. He should have did time anyway. I get that. But it takes one hell of a man to do a crime and then without provocation, without arrest, without investigation, without the fingers being pointed to stand up and say, you know what? I effed up. I did it. And I'm willing to deal with all the repercussions that come with it. That within itself speaks of a man. You hear me? Because it ain't about how you fall. It ain't about how you fall, is how you deal with that fall and how you get your ass up. That part right there. Harlem history. What's goody like the mob? Miss A Block, no, you didn't ask that question. Oh, he said he did know that the guy was. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Bugatti, I see you in the building. Harry, I see you in the building. Knowing Diddy, he probably owed Diddy like 4 more hours. Shit. Vino Diva said, what a fool. I'm on the next plane to Panama. Damn mad. Let me find out, Vino. You got a little gangster in you, Vino. Yeah, he could have got away with it because police knew nothing about it. That he knew nothing about him. Harlem History said, definitely a real right. Whoop. Lady Kosanita, good morning to ye. Reckless homicide. Okay, all right. It was pardoned by the governor. Yay. As y'all come on in, ladies and gentlemen, do your boy a favor, do the show a favor. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Boop up while you at it. If you're new to the situation, hit that subscribe button. Boop up. And more importantly, while you at it, hit that notification bell. Bing, ying, 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 so you be in the know whenever the Good Morning Gang Morning Show drop, whenever Feel the Love Friday drops, which is tonight, 8 to 10 p.m. Make sure the kids in bed because it's very grown and very sexy. Listen, or anything else that I put on this Good Big Phil Speaks channel. The thing is, we want to get out here and encourage more people to come in through the algorithm. We want to menage with the algorithm. Listen, you get what I'm saying? We got a lot of love to give, so don't be jealous. Jealous with a silent J. Don't be jealous. Share us. You hear me? So take this live and share it with 1 to 7 of your friends, your good girlfriends and your good homeboys. You know what I'm talking about? Even your haters and your trolls. Tell them to come on in. We got a spot for you, but read the room. Positive vibes only. Listen, how y'all doing over here? Come on over to the good YouTube, huh? Come on over to the show channel right there, that part, huh? Yoli, I see you. Do, baby. That. Self I said, Buzz said, I cheated through high school. Should I turn in my diploma? No. Sarah Lynn said, I'm always lurking in the cut because I be multitasking. I ain't mad at you, Sarah Lynn. Sharonda Bradford, good morning to ye. Good morning to ye, huh? So he would have got away with it. Game for that. He definitely would have. He definitely would have got away with it because he wasn't on the radar as a suspect, none of that. It wasn't like the investigation was closing in on him and he decided to say, okay, before they come knocking or won't kill me, let me go turn myself in. It was nothing like that. His conscience weighed in on him mentally. He said it said it was eating at him. So he went and did the honorable thing. Trina Pink. Trina Pink is in the building. Good morning to ye. Bree Williams is in the building. Good morning to ye. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, your Instagram handle. Okay. Good morning to ye. Welcome aboard. Listen, if you're new to the situation, this situation, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell and make sure you hit that thumbs up for your boy. Listen, every show is a different show. Every show you might get something else out of it. You hear me? Feel someone was jealous, like, man, hey, Des, boy. Friends, how many of us have them? Ones we can depend on. I got a lot out of last night, Des. You just don't know. It's like, boy. Yeah, he just walked into a police station one day. That's a fact. DC Mumbo Sauce is in the building. Yeah, he responded to K. Dot. I ain't get a chance to check it out to give my, to actively give my ones and twos on it or whatever the case may be. This next story, huh? It smells of an inside job. It smells of an inside job. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it.
From Skyfox, a view of a plain warehouse. The only clue of what the warehouse might contain, the armored cars in the parking lot. This is Garda World, offering end-to-end worry-free cash management, according to their website. But even this Garda World employee who did not want his face shown had no idea what was inside the building.
I didn't even know there was $30 million, whatever the amount is in that building. It's just a shocker.
$30 million cash stolen from this building Easter Sunday. LAPD and FBI are working together on the investigation and turned down our request for an interview. But there's been reports that the burglars dropped down into the building and cut their way out on the side.
It actually sounds like a movie.
Stacy Porter is retired Homeland Security. He now provides security assessments for businesses and airports.
We have one time to get it right, but nothing is 100%.
Porter and others wonder how the crooks could come and go undetected. Again, the anonymous Garda World employee.
That part, that was an inside job. Inspector Elite, good morning to you. Frank Murphy, DC Mumbo says I can't order demonetize my live or whatever the case may be, unfortunately. 30 million. You had the hood individual. Yeah, Slim. They came in here, I ain't even know it was 30 million. I mean, they always get that one. Hey, Kim, how are you? Happy Friday. She said, happy Friday. Yeah, that part. Cassie, I see you in the building. What's good? He like them. You feel me? They get the hoodest individual. You know what I'm saying? I work here part-time at night. Hell, if I knew it was 30 million, I would have got up in here too. But y'all see, all jokes aside, y'all see where they entered the building? Man, ain't no way. How you know to go in that part of the building, one, and get to wherever the munyon is. And then they said exit it out of, how the hell you get 30 million out that? Nah, come on, Slim. It sounds fishy to me. How the hell you get 30 mil is a lot of fettuccine to be carrying, huh? It had to either be a team or they had to put it in a vehicle, like one of them armored trucks. They rolled it right out of there and then they probably acted like somebody broke in and broke out through that. Man, ain't no way. Ain't no way. How they do that? Ain't nobody saw them coming or going at all on a camera or nothing. It smells of inside job. I'm just saying, whoever did it, can you send me 1%? That's all. Oh, just 1%. I'm not greedy. Listen, have at it. You know what I'm talking about? 30 million thousand is hella crazy. That part. Definitely an inside job, huh? That's the only way that's what I'm saying, Michelangelo. Like, how the hell $30 million is a lot of bread, right? Ain't nobody carrying them in a couple duffels like you see in the movies, huh? Not no 30 mil ticket. Nah, they ain't doing that. 30,000 they might have did. So 30 mil undertake. Yeah, it takes time to move all that money. Definitely inside job. That's a fact of Mundo. Feel that crackhead slur is what you talking about, Settle? Good morning, Settle. I'm just saying, Slim, I started this job last week, Slim, and I didn't even know they had 30 million thousand in here. I'd have told Ray Pookie and, you know what I'm saying, little mama to meet me around back, and we would have, yeah. I'm going to stop. Listen. LP's in the building, right? No cameras, or maybe the cameras were dismantled. Mafia-owned security company. Do 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 do. Who knows? Who knows? How they right, Miss A Block? How they know where in the hell the Munyon was? You hear me, Charlie Hustle? I need to holler at you after this too, Charlie Hustle. Good morning to you. Imagine hitting that link with somebody and trusting, man, listen. I'm not greedy. I just need 1.5 and I'm going to disappear. Listen. I'm just taking 12 mil lead the rest. I ain't greedy. Hey, listen. You know what I'm saying? If it was possible, I would take with my arms and my back of bed. Listen, I put that big old bag on my back and try to squeeze my big ass through that window. And I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm out in the wind. Listen, to a non-extraditable country, I'm going. After I hit that lick, I plan my funeral service in the hall. Listen, I'm just saying, look, I'm not advocating for nobody to commit no criminal activities or crimes. However, if you can come off with a 30 mil lick, pause. Yeah, I'm talking about. You better get ghost. You better be more ghost than Amari, like my rhyme says. You hear me? Be about it. Shavala Lash Life. She's in the building. Good morning to ye. Hey, Nicola, come on over to the good YouTube right there. Iceberg Slim. Everybody over here, Mama See the Love. Come on over to the good YouTube channel right there. We having that in here. Kim said, I'm going to wherever Russell Simmons is at. Do you want to be next week? Yeah. There's plenty of other islands and places you could go. You want to go exactly where he at? Stab said, pull a Tawana, dead but not dead. Huh? Shout out to Tawana, huh? She probably here lurking right now. Good morning, Tawana. Good morning, T. Listen. J. Pierce, good morning. Good morning, gang. I don't steal but 30 M's. Lord, forgive me. He said, listen, I'm taking penitentiary chances for that 30 mil, huh? Charlie Hustle. Look, Bugatti got the layout. He said, Molly, look at you, Bugatti. Uh-oh, Tiffany. Good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. Listen, there's he hiding out real good. J-Man said he going to the Philippines or Panama, but I think the Philippines is extraditable, I think. I'm just saying, it has to be an inside job. It's no way on God's green earth that you can tell me that 30 mil is taken from a facility and that they took all of it out of that one little window area. By that camera shot, the window didn't look but so big. It looked like it might have been 3 or 4 feet by something, or whatever the case may be. But 30 mil is a lot of money on to slide in and out a window without a conveyor belt, without, you know what I'm saying, all hands on deck. You know what I'm saying? You need a crew of about 10 to carry that 30 mil. But it make more sense that it was slid up out of their paws in an armored truck, you know what I'm saying, on the low. And they, what you call it now, if it was a mob-owned joint, it could have been an inside lick that way, or it could be an insurance lick, pause. It could be a number of things, but good God, that right there talk like insured. I was just saying that. Said Panama won't give you up. My sister and family will hide you. Oh, damn it. Miss A. Block said, go to Cape Verde. We know we have no treaty with the U.S. Lord. J-Man said he'll be dead to America. Like, God bless you, but I'm out. Anywho, I'm going to share the screen for this next little tidbit right here. Excuse me. You can't look, ladies and gentlemen, as I go to share this, you can't even want to cover up an injury. You can't even want to, patch up your daughter or your son's boo-boo. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Your little kids and they got a little oopsie, a little scratch, a little abrasion or something. They saying Band-Aid companies, and not just or bandage companies, not just Band-Aid, the brand, but it's a whole bunch of these individuals that hold on, let me go to the story real quick too, that are harboring or creating bandages. We call them Band-Aids all around the board, but that's just one brand that have cancer causing agents in them. Ain't that about a BIEIO? I'm just like, man, can we live? Can we live without all this extra? It says neighbors it seems that just about everything is causing cancer these days, according to Dr. Linda Birnbaum, a toxologist and former head of the National Toxicology Program. Sorry about that. Bandages from some of the most well-reputed brands, including Band-Aid and Curad, contain dangerous levels of forever chemicals. What does this mean exactly? PFA chemicals are sometimes used to make adhesives, and investigators believe that those chemicals are seeping into your open wounds, putting you at risk for cancer. PFA chemicals can easily enter the bloodstream after a person drinks water or eats food laced with them. Once in the bloodstream, PFAs can lodge themselves within healthy tissue, where it can begin to damage the immune system, the liver, the kidneys, and other organs. The bandages that contain high levels of fluorine above 100 parts per million include brands like Band-Aid, Care Science, Curad, CVS Health, Equate, First Honey, Rite Aid brand, Solimo, which is an Amazon brand, Up and Up, that's Target's brand. Well, I be damned. Ain't this about a BI? Listen. You better get some toilet tissue. You better get some toilet tissue, or you better get some some napkins or something. The next thing you know, the wood fiber in the napkins is gonna be cancer causing. Oh my goodness, not reading rainbow. God damn it. He said F a Band-Aid, just put some sea moss on. Damn it. Ain't nothing safe anymore, huh? D Blade from that Good H Town is in the building. Good morning. Not purple hair. Ain't nothing good for us no more. That part right there. He said, that's why I use Scotch tape, Ethel Band-Aid. I'm old school. Put some Vaseline and tape on it. It'll be all right. Reading will feel me. No, stop playing with me. For the love of Phil, we can't use nothing. You hear me? Just rub some dirt on it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just saw a vid on IG that is saying we should not eat leftover rice that has been in the fridge for 24 hours. Well, damn it. How many of us have done that? Listen, how many of us have done that? Well, nobody read like no damn King Me now. Stop it. Established said, I just used a Band-Aid last week. Listen, established, we're going to pray that everything is all right. Did you hear me? I just use aloe vera. I just use aloe vera and air dry the cut. It will heal in 3 to 4 days. Learn your herbs. That part right there. Damn, Nasir, peace. He said, nah, Phil, tissue got chlorine in it. Damn, man, huh? Got to use them joints with the wings. No. Mumbo sauce, a couple of them, I saw pictures on one of the posts. One of them got the ones they look like, like a U, like a H or whatever. Those got them. They talk about those too, bro. They talk about those too. She said, nah, I'm going to be okay. I'm a gangster. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, just be careful. Every time you turn around, every fiber you put on your body, every moisturizer you put in your hair, every water you drink, every tea or juice that you grab, before you know it, everything, they're gonna find cancer in everything that you can pick up, touch, smell, taste, pause, hold. It's getting rough out here. It's getting rough out. All I can say is try to live out your life to the best of your ability. Like Vino Diva said, learn about the natural herbs and things that are for natural healing for your body and utilize them in your life. You hear me? Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. This next one I thought was fun too, right? Before I get into the friend situation and all that good stuff. I saw Brother LaRussell had this young fella named Malachi on his joint. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Named Malachi on his in his backyard. He do them backyard concerts. And this brother was dope. I said, I have to share this. I have to. This brother right here deserves our support. Y'all know what I do for the TKBS Nation. I do the Underground Vibe segment every Friday, and it should be dropping sometime this morning. And starting next Friday, there will be an expanded episode. There will be expanded episodes of Underground Vibes for the Kenny Burns Show, with your boy hosting, doing interviews, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be a good situation, something good for up and coming artists, for people that aspire to be in the business. Some people will tell you about their journeys, some of the pitfalls, ups and downs, and we're going to have a good time. That part right there. But in the meantime, between time, I want y'all to check this out. Hold on, let me see if I got something to go along with it. The brother's name is Malachi Martin. His IG is MAL4CHII. Y'all check this out. Let me know if y'all rocking with this, huh? Woo! And if I'm not mistaken, that's LaRussell's brother. If I'm not mistaken, that's LaRussell's brother. Hey, Jazzy, good morning to ye. Listen, Dope. You said why he sound like Meek? Nah, he sound more like Lil Russell than Meek to me, but I get the play or whatever. But yeah, that right there. Reason, what's goody like the mob? When I heard that, I was like, oh wee. Did y'all listen to what he was spitting though? Did y'all listen to what he said though? That's what hit home. I was like, oh, Youngin is on something. You hear me? Youngin was on something. They don't know about backyard concerts. That's a fact of Mundo. You never did one on my resend me the info. If you sent it before, resend me the info, J Man, please. Oh, I am doing Shantae. That's coming up. That is, I'm definitely doing Shantae. Yeah. Definitely a Bay Area sound. Vallejo, yeah. Oh, miss you too, Jazzy. Miss you too. Jazzy is out here doing big things, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to tell you what it is or what it ain't. You know what I'm talking about? In due time, y'all will find out what she got guans on. Listen, y'all keep Jazzy in your prayers and your support. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to extend and elevate and utilize her talents and her craft to the utmost of her ability, as we all should. You hear me? He does sound like his brother, don't he? He do sound like Lil Russell. That's why I'm like the Meek Mill. I can kind of get it, but he sound more like Lil Russell. Oh, thank you, Jazzy. What you missed? We just talking good topics. Just feel good Friday. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, talk about a couple things in a minute, but right now we keeping it PG. We keeping it, feel good Friday. 215 Trench Baby is in the building. You said Meek be too busy screaming on the track. Good morning, Bree Williams. Glad to have you. You say you new on here. I appreciate having you in here. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hope something ain't go wrong.
And I mean, technically, you don't need a person to go or an interview to go live with because of everything going on. I'm just giving out ideas because Kendrick with him and Kendrick and J. Cole trading shots. J. Cole did the 7-minute drill after they did the like that and then following first person shooter. So you can kind of dive into that. You can talk about the rap girls. There's a lot of things. Just kind of getting it all, talking about the excitement, and then we can shift it to talk about the top songs coming out, if there's any new music, anything like that. So I just want to make sure that we have a plan in the event that the interviews aren't ready, because we really are wanting to build this up with y'all. And so the only way we can do that is by making sure that the content.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had a word come in from the KBS Nation on something going on good. So I had to listen to that real quick. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Phil, can I come up and do a 5-minute sports segment? We could discuss you doing that at a later date. Not today, Harry. Harry, you always come in and want to change up the format of stuff in the moment. How about we talk about it behind the scenes, and if that's what you want to do, we can incorporate it. Because also I am going to be doing a weekly co-host or guest co-host situation where if somebody's interested, they can come up and give a couple topics or whatever it is they want to do for that week or whatever, and rotate it out or whatever the case may be. But Harry, holler at me. You know how to get at me. Dev Lee, good morning to ye. You say you better see her on. Oh, it definitely is Miss A Block. It definitely is. I am new here and I need. Oh well, Bree Williams, you got to let that happen organically, darling. You got to let that happen organically, but it might happen. CL BCNY in the building. Good morning. Good morning. Listen, we gonna move on. We gonna move on. Y'all check this out. I already showed that. Sorry about that. Keeping it intact and in tune. Matter of fact, I'll save that for later. Let me get on with what I want to talk about. Right, something was unveiled to me this morning that hit close to home. Right, there's a situation here in my area where two women were killed in an apartment, and the person that killed them, one of the individuals was one of their cousins, a male cousin that killed both of them, whatever the case may be, right? And it hits home because it is as a friend of mine's daughter was one of them that was killed or whatever. And as a father, that's one of your worst nightmares. That's one of your worst nightmares, right? And I heard about it when it happened. I heard about the different stories, and a lot of people was like, Phil, you know who it is. You know who it is. I'm like, nah. Because I try to I'm around like tires, but I try to stay out of a whole lot of mixes or whatever the case may be. But then when it hit because there was a news story where they interviewed the father, and I said, oh, my heart dropped in my sock. I'm gonna reach out to him sometime today, you know what I'm saying, and offer my support, my condolences, and my prayers. But how do you truly offer somebody, your true support in a moment like that? Like, it's deep. I couldn't fathom it. I know I would be on a whole nother page. It'd be a whole nother side of Phil out here. Um, they still investigating as to what was involved. They say drugs was involved on all aspects, but um, it's sad because the person the two ladies could have possibly made it. They said it was other people in the situation in the place, and they left when it happened, and nobody called the police. Nobody said nothing. Nobody went back to check. Nobody did nothing, and they basically, if it wasn't the injuries, they bled out basically. And it's sad. It's sad, and it happens all over the place. It's just, for some, it's just another story, but it always hits different when it's closer to home or people that you know or know well. Matter of fact, one of the cousins to this one of the ladies that passed plays basketball with my son. Played on the school team as well as on AAU or whatever. So that's how close it is, or whatever the case may be. But it's like, damn, man. Can we all just live and get along? You feel me? Can we all just get along? Which kind of leads, I don't want to be so dreary or whatever the case may be, on a Friday, feel good Friday, but it's like, damn, man, life could change just like that. And for me, it'd be a lot of people out here playing with their life and playing with their freedoms and playing with their health or whatever the case may be. Certain things took place last night or whatever. I'm not mentioning nobody's name or whatever the case may be. But a lot of y'all know who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about. Y'all need to pray for said individuals because they are out here playing Russian roulette with their life or whatever the case may be, for the sake of coping, maybe for the sake of content, for the sake of clout, whatever the case may be. They're out here playing with their health, and it's a sad thing. We most of us come from a certain place. I see you, Dev. Um, we come from a certain place where ranking and roasting and all these things were prevalent, talking shit about each other and even down talking and talking nasty paws about each other was prevalent at a time, right? But it comes a time when you don't want to see somebody crash out or crash literally or do some dumb shit that's gonna impact their life or somebody else's life or whatever the case may be. And mm, that part definitely. It's something, and some things were played out on a live that I was in last night, and some of y'all know, and it was sickening and it was sad for me to see, watch, and hear or whatever. Yeah, there were jokes and certain things being said or whatever, and I got that was that person's coping mechanism, but if he's watching and he watches a time or two, he watches or whatever, he need to get himself together. I would say seek conversation with somebody that can sit down and help guide you through whatever it is you're going through that will cause you to be so reckless. To be so reckless. I don't want to say what it is. DJ Clutch, good morning. What's goody like the mob? I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, give too much light to it. Um, those that know. Those that was there know. Um, sometimes we gotta, if we call ourselves a friend or if we call ourselves somebody that care about somebody, sometimes we gotta actually do that. You know what I'm saying? And see the problem. And I've always told you, those that followed us from the other platform, I saw it on Push a long time ago, and I recognized it because I went through it with a friend of mine who had a bad alcohol addiction or whatever the case may be. And excuse me, I saw certain signs in this other individual, and I spoke to him behind the scenes on some grown man shit long time ago, um, to let him know that yeah, we joke and we talk shit, but I see more in you, et cetera, et cetera. And here it is. This is like 2-3 years later, and they still kind of doing some of the same dumb stuff or whatever the case may be. And for those that are here that say they rock with him or whatever, send a kind word to his inbox. You ain't got to shit on him, but send a kind word. And in doing so, you can reprimand or critique or complain, but do it in such that you're not necessarily trying to just shit on him or put your proverbially your knee in his neck while he's down. Um, But somebody close to him or somebody that rock with him or somebody that cams up with him all the time needs to really have a behind the scenes conversation with him to let him understand where this could end up for him. That's a fact. People need to stop enabling him. That's a fact, Miss A Block. Well, I was on another live. I wasn't even on his live. He came into the live, but I allowed things to be what they were going to be because I knew that was part of his way of talking his way to try to get home safely, if that makes sense. I peeped that. That's why I didn't get upset or really get to going in on him or nothing. I saw what I sensed what it was. And he needed that. He needed to be able to do all that to kind of keep somewhat of a focus while he was trying to get home. But this man is not that much younger than me. So he's old enough to know better and do better. And for those that claim that y'all like to see the effery, y'all like to see the foolery, y'all like to see the jokes, y'all like to see the content, like that man enough or care or love that man enough to get into his DM, offer a prayer, offer support, offer if that's, you know, something you could do. No regard. Here you go. Read the room. You one of these days you're gonna find yourself with no access at all, and you have to get to the other page because read the room. That's a fact, Miss A Block. He keeps playing with that devil water, he gonna learn, right? I get you. I get you on that, Des. But sometimes I know what the enabling looks like. I know what the people just letting things be look like. Because my friend ultimately lost his life um, behind repercussions behind him having this addiction or whatever. Bree, I think it depends on how you do it because I've had conversations with him behind the scenes and he ain't blocked me. He talk all this shit about Phil, you talking to this person, that person, but he know beyond all this foolery. He know that there's care and there's support there. He know that. He know that. But I'm not gonna keep it melancholy and down and I'm just saying it was a lot to see and a lot to unpack for those that some of y'all might not even care when y'all got off the live or whatever or after it was over. Some of y'all probably it laid heavily on your heart. Um, because one, even if you haven't personally or physically met him, you've grown a bond or liking to the day-to-day seeing him, the content, the things that he does, the antics, et cetera, et cetera. So it becomes a thing that he becomes a part of your day-to-day life. Like some people tell me I become a part of their day-to-day life. You know, when I came up or whatever, that's why people like, Phil, why you not going live? Why you And I'm like, okay, I get it. But in this instance, hey, Shy Love, I see you. I think that and this is by no means to tear him down. I think that he really needs some professional help to see somebody. Yes, he's grown and might not think either he has no problem or think that he can handle whatever's going on, but it's obvious it's to a certain point that he could be at a crossroads to either getting better and getting right or going over the edge and succumbing in one fashion or another to the bullshittery of that addiction. That being said, I'm gonna leave that alone. I always say at the end of my thing, love on somebody on purpose with purpose. Moments like this, situations like this is just what I'm talking about. That part. Now, there's another situation, right? I've been letting live. I've been letting live. I've been letting live, right? And I'm gonna continue to let live, right? Because sometimes hurt people want to hurt people. Hurt people want to hurt people. And at the end of the day, when I know that their battle isn't with me, their battle is with themselves, sometimes you let them do what they're going to do. Because in turn, it makes them look away. One, two, it also at some point is going to register, I'm doing too much. So sometimes you let people do what they do, say what they want to say, imagine what they want to imagine, or recreate whatever it is they want to recreate about a friendship, relationship, bond, whatever the case may be. You allow them to do them. Because at the end of the day, they end up doing them. If you get what I'm saying. Dre, salute. Devly, yeah, yeah. There's a lot I could say about a lot, but does it warrant that? No. Should I be going off and getting upset and all that? Maybe some people say maybe you should, but is there a real win in that? No. I look at it like this, right? This is the measure of when you can see whether or not somebody ever was sincere or serious or real about a situation, right? Even if you don't get along with a person, even if you have a dislike for a person, even if you have a disgust for certain things that they do, or whatever the case may be, right? If there ever was a realness to a feeling, a thought, a relationship, a bond, or whatever the case may be, that person, male or female, should be able to say something nice about you. Something. It could be small. Something nice. And if they just can't do that, then either that bond, friendship, relationship, whatever camaraderie was never real, or they are just that deeply troubled that they allowing the enemy to take root in their life to a point to where they can't speak positive or whatever the case may be. That's another situation where you just pray for them. Just pray for them. Allow them to do what they do. Eventually, either they're gonna get tired of doing it, two, they're gonna get ostracized for doing it, or three, they're gonna see themselves and like, oh, I'm really acting a plumb fool. And for what? There's now Cypher. At the end of the day, y'all know the saying, you can get more with sugar than you can with salt. So that part right there is ludicrous to even think Des. But I pray for all these individuals. I pray for healing. I pray for a sense of direction. I pray for um pursuance and understanding of their purpose. And I pray for greatness in everybody that I've come in contact with. Like I said, there's this show idea I have for all these individuals that would be so dope, utilizing all their talents and gifts. Something that hasn't been done in years that I think the world needs right now, especially our community needs it right now. But other people have to see it for themselves. I always say this: you can get more with honey than vinegar. Granny would say, I know that's right. I can say this, right? I always say this: I can lead you to water, but I can't make you swim in it, sit in it, piss in it, shit in it, wash in it, even look at it or drink it. All that's up to you. I can bring you right to the edge of it, but I can't make you do Nathan. I can't make you do Nathan. It's all up to you and what you do with it. What song title, Bree Williams? What song title? Oh, you know what? Stab. Sometimes I listen. I've been put in positions and situations where I had to learn patience. I remember asking for more patience at a time in my life, and you have to be careful what the hell it is you ask for, because guess what? You just might get it. Not the way you envision it, but you just might get it. And how do you earn or learn or gain more patience? You have to be tested and put through things where your patience is needed. And the test is how you handle those things, and do you exude grace, mercy, peace, and patience through those things. And trust me, I'm not no saint or no monk or no superhero. I fail a lot, but I'm still learning and I'm getting better at it all the time. I'm getting better at it all the time. Luscious, there comes. Good morning to you, the frog. Hey, hey. I got to unheard her. Lord Jesus. That's deep. I see what rest up saying, but that's deep. That's deep what you said right there. But it is what it is. How much longer you gonna be patient? It's been sometimes vinegar is necessary. Listen, I feel a sermon cooking up. No, I'm not trying to preach or nothing like that. One, the situation with my folks, with my friends, daughter, that weighed into me coming into this show. Right, almost wanted to cancel the show. Didn't want to do it. It was that heavy. Two, just thinking back about last night and just all that was a lot. Was a lot. And look, we not getting no younger. Life is not giving out extensions out here. You know what I'm saying? No perpetuity. Like you can live in perpetuity as long as you. It don't work like that. So you got to live each day to its fullest and hopefully do it in the most positive aspect that you can and productive aspects that you can. You feel me? Ain't nobody getting to me, Sam. No, come on now. Nah, Y'all mistaking what I'm saying. Nobody's getting to me. I'm ungettable in that capacity. I'm good in that capacity. That's why I let it be what it is, right? Because I could easily really turn up and turn off and turn out and all these other things. Pause, but I let it be what it be. One Lady Coco last night was definitely too much. Welcome to the live, One Lady Coco. Welcome. A very sad sight to see. A very sad sight to see. But what do I do, right? I could reach out, try to reach out to him. What are you gonna do? Get the cussing and you in my business and da. I heard him say some things on the live after all those live and blame me for saying somebody's niece. I'm like, what the? I'm like, boy, if you don't lay your inebriated ass down and go to sleep, like y'all are bugged out. Feel these people lying behind. Listen, I'm on my path and on my journey. That's what I'm on. I'm on that. I'm on that. But you know what I'm saying? I can't help it. I've always been an empathetic and sympathetic person or whatever. Empath, I guess you'd call it. Gotten in trouble for fighting for other people, more than fighting for myself. But I just see so much on people, but they got to see it on and for themselves or whatever the case may be. And at some point, even with my friend that passed in the past, no matter how much I wanted for him to do different, be better, get help, change his situation, for whatever reason, he just didn't want to. He just didn't want to. And that wasn't a great thing to watch up close and from afar. So I can imagine those that really are around him, this other individual, and see these things or have seen these things throughout the years. I'll give you a good example. That video that he posted with or gave to the mail page or however it got to the mail page with Rose. Look at his countenance then and look at his countenance now, meaning facial structure and everything else. And no, I'm not talking shit about, I'm not demeaning, I'm not making fun of because I don't think it's funny. I don't. TJ, that's a fact. Can't nobody help a man unless he wants it, period. A man or a woman. That's a fact. Shala, what are you talking about? Take my own advice. I don't have those addictions or afflictions. That's a fact, Sarah Lynn. Excuse me. That's a fact, Sarah Lynn. It surely is. It surely is. I am, Jay, man. I am. It is what it is. It's one of them mornings, right? You know what I'm saying? Where everything just weighs in, and it's just like, could it be that it was oh so simple, baby? Y'all talk about me and my little singing my little songs and the little repetitive things that I do. But man, moments like this, it'd be like, I get it. But no, forget all that. We off there. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all come over to the good YouTube. We off of here. I just exited out of IG. And coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna have it real soon. I'm gonna have it to oops, sorry about that. I'm gonna have it to where it's the same time we going live here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. It'll be Twitch and IG as well. So you will have a plethora of opportunities to be involved and or view the Good Morning Gang Morning Show. Anything else that I'm putting on for the Big Phil Speaks brand and channel, that part. Also, to change the note up or whatever the case may be, the crashing of the editing for the updated Good Gang intro video turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Turned out to be a blessing in disguise because I have more people that have actually sent in their clips, and I've gotten some interesting clips, some things I didn't even think about people doing or whatever the case may be, that fit right in with the song. That fit right in with it. So I was like, that's dope. So I look at it like everything happens for a reason. Y'all look at it as procrastination. Y'all look at it like, oh, Phil, you bullshit. You weren't trying to do that. No. I was pissed when I finally sat down to edit that joint and my shit's not even crashed and I lost it. I was like, no. But the blessing in it all is the fact that I got more footage from people and more to put into the video. So I think it's going to be super, super dope. What's up with all the incidents involving them damn bridges? Man, listen, who knows, man? It could be a CON conspiracy. It could be a situation where, you know what I'm saying, is a underlying war going on that we don't know about. But how better if you're not hitting somebody electronically, like their bank accounts and all that? How better? What's another way to disrupt somebody's pocket to mess with their ability to get the products to their customers? And like the Baltimore situation, that's a major port hub to where a lot of products come in the country from like China and other places and go out to other places to the end user, the company or private individual that has purchased said things or whatever. What's been only 2 years, Daz? What you talking? I saw something about another bridge situation, RB, but I went to look back for it. I couldn't find it. I kind of skimmed past it real fast and then went back because I was trying to look for something at the moment, but I wanted to go back to it and couldn't find it. But I've been hearing and seeing, I've been hearing some things or whatever. That's a fact right there, Jay, man. Because even what's going on, Russia has reportedly or allegedly sent some of their fleet to the Red Seas, which is a major thoroughfare for packages and things that come on cargo ships from places like India, China, etc., to come to the U.S. or whatever. So it's a big, big thing going on. Establish it. It's all a plan. Wake up. Think of saying we had war. They tried to take another bridge, but it. Oh yeah. I did see that. Where was that at, Jay? Man, that it broke the boat in half. Like this other bridge they tried to hit was more of a big concrete base as opposed to the bridge in out by Baltimore, whatever the case may be. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. Now I did see that, but that wasn't the situation I was talking about. That did happen too, and it was a car. It was a barge. A barge hit it. It was a barge that hit it. That's a fact. I wouldn't say that they're using him as no damn using Diddy as a distraction. I think he is a distraction. These cities are always talking about fixing the bridges, but them bridges be still looking the same, still raggedy. The Berg, yes, I still have yours. I still have yours. Good morning, New World. Good morning. Hey, rest up. I ain't, man, please. I didn't even see you back there, Miss A Block. I didn't. I can't remember in the Midwest, though, somewhere along the Mississippi River. It's a lot going on. I just say this all the time, people. Just stay vigilant. Pay attention. Watch stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Just watch things going on. Watch what's being said, and more importantly, what's not being said, whether it be in news articles, news clips, whether it be in your neighborhood, whether it be whatever the case may be. Pay attention to the seen and unseen. Because a lot of times the answer be right there to what's going on, or at least the seed that will plant in your mind to get, so you can get the idea of what is really taking off or what is really going on, whether it be in education, whether it be in finances, whether it be in these worldly affairs and all that good stuff. What's not in Florida, Bugatti? They're attacking ships in the Red Sea that are supplying Israel. It's been a mess since October. It's a lot going on, man. I didn't see you, Miss A Block. No, I did. Also, cyber attacks at an all-time high. And you know what? It makes me wonder, like all these glitches and things that have been going on with IG, if it hasn't been some kind of cyber attack, but they're not really trying to publicize it. I've been wondering about that because some of the stuff that's been going on lately has been crazy. And I've been wondering if that's all a thing or whatever the case may be. You never put yourself backstage, Harry. Stop it. What about the 6 versus 1 at the pool? What are you talking about, Mumbo Sauce? They hitting us where it hurt. That's the thing. A lot of people think that violence and or direct violence, or you know what I'm saying, the things that the armed forces are really that get involved with for the most part is what can really hurt a nation or country. And indeed it can, depending on the force level utilized, right? But if you hurt somebody's pocket or wherewithal to create and or recreate extra vehicles, vessels, arms, etc., that are needed for war and or to feed the population in which you are tasked to make sure they're safe and or, you know what I'm saying, pay for your security perimeter. It's a lot. But if you hit a man in his pocket, that goes a lot further than hitting him in his mouth. Pause. If that makes sense. Hitting a man in his pocket goes a lot further than hitting a man in their mouth. Pause. I don't know, Bugatti. Oh, you talking about that pool? Oh, the 601 at the pool. Man, listen. That brother, man, he held his own. He was like, yeah, y'all not going what? And from what I'm hearing, it would have some racial things behind it. The kids were being they were being bigots or whatever the case may be. Allegedly. Let me put it allegedly up here. Let me put my band up here. Bomb. Allegedly. These young dudes was being, racist towards this young man, and the young man wasn't having it. The brother wasn't having it. And he was up in there like a battle royale in WWE. He was, you get a fist. You get a fist. You get a fist. Oh, you get. And he held his own. And then at the end, you finally see some other people come up, like try to break it up and stop it. Yeah, leave him alone. But he put in work before that. He definitely put in work. And look, I salute him, because at the end of the day, we in 2024. I shouldn't have to deal with no type of racism, just like somebody else on the other end shouldn't have to deal with racism for me. You get what I'm saying? And you big and bad and bold because you with a couple people to think that you gonna get the best of me or whatever. Because there's a video overseas of these dudes picking with this black dude. I think he was an African immigrant or something, talking about kiss his boot or kiss his shoe. Man, I wish. Man, I don't even wish that, because then it'll get me in trouble, because I know what I'm gonna do. The world we live in now is something else. They're trying so hard to revert us back to some old ways and old tactics and old things that we supposedly as a nation have moved so far ahead from. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Resto, he swung on him like, yeah, what? I'm a what? What you say? I'm a boot cup? Yeah. Just hit him in his. I do believe his friends just watched the pop up. Yeah, I ain't like that deal with J, man. They came running late in the jump. They tried stopping it because their counterparts was getting it. They thought it was gonna go the other way. Hey, CL, listen. Slim was like, yeah. Don't let my 101, you know what I'm saying, fool you, Slim. I got hands. Last time I dealt with racism, I allegedly picked up a bat and made that salt in his blindfold. Oh, shoot. Allegedly. Damn it. We are a DeBerg. We are living in the last and evil days, man. You ain't see it established. It's been all over IG. It's been all over IG. I just try not to because I would have shown it here, but I try not to show like the fights and stuff of that nature, because YouTube is a funny thing, right? Sometimes they'll let it go, let it slide, and sometimes they'll penalize you. If not right then, later on, for actually putting that video in, up or within your broadcast. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I might start doing what Willie D does. Willie D will take and he'll do his live about, like say this incident here, and then he'll put a link in the comment or in the comment section where it would have the actual video, which you can go and watch for yourself or whatever the case may be. Show the first 20 seconds. Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't. Bama. I probably missed it, but Phil, did you talk about the women who've been getting slapped in New York? No. I did hear something about that or whatever the case may be, right? That is a weird situation. I don't know if these are young girls that's doing the slapping, if these is men doing the slapping, if these is boys doing the slapping. But when will we ever cool with that? When will we as a community ever cool with women getting smacked or whatever the case may be? Whether they women of our culture or women of another culture, when will we cool with that? That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know if it's some kind of dare, some kind of game, some kind of initiation. I don't know what the hell it is. But for me, that's some crazy. That's some crazy stuff. Smacked in the face, J man. What does Bama mean? It means off-brand. It means sucker. It means Mark, Herb, Buster, uh, Bootsy, trash, garbage, weak. You name it. Rest of that's what that means. It's a DC term. They getting punched in the face, not slapped. Oh, Stabbers say they getting punched. That's even worse. When were we cool with that, right? Somebody gotta is gotta get wind of these, right? Because they, especially if they're young, as they go laughing back to the hood, yeah, so and so was wilding out. He did Somebody older need to go oops upside his head. I don't know what is this? Sorry about that. Somebody just sent in their clip to be added into the morning show intro. Yeah. It's getting real interesting, y'all. It's getting real interesting. That's what I'm gonna say about that. The submissions that people are sending in for the morning show intro song video are real interesting. I'm proud of it though. It's dope. No, Phil, you be sneak dissing on the South with that. Keenan, no, I'm not. I really ain't. DC, for a lot of people, is considered the South. Virginia is below the Mason-Dixon line. They consider that the South. Nah. I call we in DC, we in DC call there it is right there, Night Rider. They don't understand. We don't care if you from California. If you looking like a Bama, we gonna call you a Bama. We don't care if you from New York, if you from Montana, if you from Florida, if you from Texas, if you from DC. You could be from DC and be a Bama. You hear me? You could be from any of these locales or places. You could be from overseas. And be like, look at this Bama. No, yeah. It has nothing to do with the South. It does not. Appreciate it. Thank you, Last Life. I got it. I say it's not. I say it's not neither, J man. I say it's not neither, but some people consider it that. Hell, some people from New York consider DC South, the South. It is Bugatti's Mid East. That's a fact. That's a fact. Anything past South Jersey is the South to me. See what I'm saying? Established just prove my point right there. I don't know who blocked me either, Phil. Phil, Bama is yay area saying you guys stole it. Nah, nope. No. Y'all got that terminology from us. Us. Shavala said the South starts with VA. But if you see how VA sits in, well, I don't know. Yeah, you can say you from Bama because I've heard people from Alabama say Bama or whatever, and it means something different. It's calling someone slow or backwards or behind, just like a lot of people consider the South. No, it's not. It's nah. Keenan, you can have on a certain outfit with some off-brand shoes or something. They'll be like, look at that Bama. You could be you could hell, it could be used in not even that much of a like, look at this Bama here, think he fly. Or look at this Bama here, think he got it, or like he doing it. It's used as a lot of different, almost like the N-word in our community, how we use the N-word, and it can be applied different ways or whatever. Same thing. Ain't that something, Cassie? They sure aren't. They sure aren't. DC is below the Mason-Dixon line, so technically it is. Yeah, but I just don't see. I don't see it as the South, though. I don't see it as the South. Hey, right there, Dyke. That's what I'm saying. It's some Bamas in DC too. It's Bamas worldwide. Look, worldwide Bamas unite. We been saying Bama for hella long. The Bay, damn sure don't. Y'all been saying it hella long, but y'all ain't been saying it as long as we, J man. Trust me, because I've been to California before they was saying Bama, and then I came back when they was calling weed Bama weed. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. And I had a couple people out in Hayward and even Oakland saying Bama, calling people Bamas. So I know they wasn't using it like that. At this point, who cares? Right, Keenan feeling some kind of way, Keenan. It's all love, Keenan. Bama means bad weave to y'all, Miss A Block. Phil, how long I got to send my video? Send as soon as possible, Des, within the next couple days, because I'm about to really get back. I'm gonna really get back and edit it and get it up here, whatever the case may be. Because I like I said, I really truly was pissed. I know I took time with actually get into the editing, but when I really sat down to do the editing and the crash, I was just like, yeah, subtle. How you figure that, Phil? You're not from Cali? Because I've been in Cali in both the 80s and the 90s, J man, and I know they wasn't using the term Bama in the 80s. They wasn't. They weren't. They were not. That's how I know. That's how I know. And I know that they were calling people Bamas ever since I was damn near able to talk. So so I know what I know. Phil, cut you. No, seriously. In African American usage, an unsophisticated or unfashionable person, specifically one who has a native. Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that definition from, Keenan? That can't be from a DC person or from I'm changing my name to Bama. Vino Diva, trust me. Before y'all knew what chronic was, before y'all knew what, because that's what kind of started distinguishing Bama weed versus chronic or endo or whatever the case. Before y'all knew what endo was, we was saying the word Bama. No. That video not dropping till 2025. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Hey, Rashad, talk to him. Like they think it's me, right? They think I'm talking out the side of my neck or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got a big shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But they think I'm talking out the side of my neck. The term Bama has been around for many, many years. Bro, you was not all over the Bay in the 80s. You was in little. I was in, what are you talking about? I was just in Haywood. I was in Haywood, Oakland, San Leandro. Hell, went to San Jose, Santa Cruz. Where else? Bruh, they was not saying Bama on nothing back then. And this is 86, 87. They were not. They looked at me crazy saying Bama back then. They like, what's that? They like, what's that? Nah, I ain't Papa. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying I brung the word. I remember when I first heard somebody refer to some Reggie or some regular weed as Bama. I said somebody from DC had to come over here and say that. Just from us utilizing that word all our life, whatever. African American usage is not DC usage. That's a fact, subtle thought. Miss A. Bluff said, I'm over here working, minding my business. I don't remember no other area really calling people Bama's, Keenan, through my lifetime other than DC. I've seen journalists pick up on it and say it. And generally those journalists got ties to DC, like Roland Martin. Roland Martin will say Bama in some of his episodes when he getting at people. Just kidding. Oh, I was about to say, Vino, no, y'all wasn't. No, y'all wasn't. To us in Brooklyn, Bama's is a section in Brooklyn that's known for being bad. Oh, really? Okay. J-Man, nah. Creative Minds Unleashed. MFers like Phil didn't exist. Okay. Big weak shoulders could carry you on them, don't Miss A. Block. What you talking? See, look. Mama's on some Bama ass Cowboys. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hayward San Lorenzo is a one street leading to the town. Now, if you know, no, because it goes way past Hayward, goes to Union City, Dale. Come on now, it goes the whole Fremont. It ain't just those. Stop it. Hayward is its own municipality. It has its own police department. San Leandro, I'm not sure about. San Lorenzo, I'm not sure about, but the town wasn't saying Bama back then. I'm trying to tell you some real. Yeah, we talked about that, Shavala. Where was you at? Where was you at, Shavala? We talked about it already. I thought Bama was a hick term for people from Alabama. I could see where people could get that inference, but nah, that's not the way we use it. Phil tell them to pull up Urban Dictionary and put in Bama. That part. Hey, Tanina. Bama Project on Alabama Ave in Dumont. I know that, and it turns to mission. I know. I trust me. I know, J man. But that ain't got nothing to do with who and when they used anything. I'm telling you, they didn't. You can't tell me about. I trust me, J man. How old are you? How old are you, J man? I was out there when colors hit the big screen. That's went back when I was out there. Trust me. Y'all, we call people from the country Bama in Detroit. Oh, okay. They definitely in here straight lunching. You hear me? Oh, it's all good, Shavala. Look, Jamin said, all right, Phil. Listen. Just like, okay. Let me ask you this, right? And you from the Bay Area. Where does the term hella come from? Where does the term hella come from, J-Man? Bree Williams said, all right, Phil. Yo, me, go night. Go night. Man, bump what y'all talking about. That started a distant, man, whatever. Let me have at it, huh? Well, I asked you, Vino, where did the term hella come from? And that's utilized all through the Bay and all throughout the town and all throughout the city, et cetera, et cetera. Who says, listen more, Phil or the old DJ? That's funny. That's funny. The person or the city? What? I said, who started the terminology hella? Who? Not the individual, but the area in the Bay Area started that term hella. Of course, y'all used it in Seattle, Cassie. You got a lot of transplants from the Bay Area up in Seattle too. They say that from San Jose to Sac. Yeah, but actually, that term originated out of Hayward. That term it originated out of Hayward, and it's documented as such too. Snooping, he from the South. Y'all are bugging. Y'all are bugging. Bree Williams talking about Los Angeles, huh? Hey, hella is a yay area term. It is, but just like certain other terms that are utilized in the Bay, some of them originate out of different areas of the Bay Area. You got certain terms that were originated by certain people from Vallejo. You got certain terms that were originated by people from the town, from Oakland. Certain things that were originated from Frisco. You know what, yo, me, go to bed. The old heads used to say young. Oh yeah, now that's a fact. That's a fact. The old heads used to say young blood, but when you do your due diligence, the same way Oakland says blood, it has to do more with the trade too, the drug trade that went on, because a lot of the Bay Area rock more with the Bloods than they did the Crips back in the days, and still up to this day for the most part. Just like DC, in DC we say cuz or they say cuz or whatever the case may be, inherently, but with no gang banging. But if you look at the drug trade or whatever, and who had ties to who, you had a lot of like major players that were tied to like some Crip dudes that brung work or got work sent here or whatever to like Rafe Wabbins and different other people. Miss A-Block said, who cares? Just a tidbit, just a tidbit. People from Hayward think they from the town, so I'd have to see it to believe. Spice One got in trouble for that too, trying to represent the town, and he from Hayward. I remember that. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, who eats more grits, black people or white people? Go. Now that's a good question. That's a good question, Daz. I would want to say black people, but I'm thinking white people eat more grits than black people do. I don't know. That's a good question. I heard that E40 started the hella. No, he didn't. Nah, he didn't. Hella was around. Hella was around before E40 started rapping, or before he became an artist. Before the Federation and all that stuff, or federal, not Federation, federal and all that. Because he black and his last name white. That's what I'm saying, Keenan. That's why I think white folks might got us beat on the grits. I think they might do. Peepski said, "Waterhead bow." What you know about that? Peepski, we gotta talk one day. We gotta talk one day. Cause you be knowing some things, some things. Pause. Yeah, and Waterhead Bo was just one individual in that equation. He wasn't the only individual in that equation, but most of the individuals were Crips or whatever. Now, there's certain words that E40 did start though. He did start some lingo. Matter of fact, it was either him or somebody else that put out the book of Ebonics or something that showed the origins of certain words, and it's in that book that they say that hella originated out of Hayward. You know. Tanina, thank you so much, darling. I appreciate you for stopping through. TJ says, "Shit, I'm not gonna tear some grits up." I know we all eat grits, but I think white people eat more grits than we do. I think so. Grits is good. Put some butter and sugar in it, it's lit. Peepskis, I've been around the world. No daddy, listen, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. He said, I know. Being from the South, the restaurants that are not black owned are popular for having more grits on their menu. For what is, oh, wow. See, you learn something new every day. Grits used to be an acronym for girls raised in the South. Oh, wow. Really? So, and that's an argument right there. Some people like sugar in their grits, and some people just like butter. Some people like butter and sugar. Some people like butter and salt, and some people like putting cheese in their grits. You know what I'm talking about? Me, I personally prefer the butter, a little salt and pepper, and the cheese or whatever. But you know, E40 do got a dictionary. That's a fact. E40 is different. Y'all think I got saying slogans and all these other things? E40 is different. Grits and oatmeal is nasty. Nah, I'm gonna say black. No, it ain't. I said, so put some grits on it really means to put some. You silly. Sugar is for cream of wheat, not grits. Grits is fire with or without sugar. Just add butter and pepper either way. I can dig that. Mumbo sauce, salt, pepper on the grits. Y'all put cheese in y'all grits? Y'all don't put cheese in your grits, huh? Oh Lord, Dez and talk about put some oxtail in your grits and it change your life. I don't think, do Caribbean folks eat grits? Do Caribbean folks eat grits? They probably eat like polenta or something like that, but do they eat grits? Tinky said, give me a slice of American cheese on it. Just a slice? Just a slice, Tinky? Papa True Gun said, I put cheese in my grits. Yeah. Oh, they do that. They do that all over the place. That is now to keep it a buck, Vino, that is a Southern thing. Originates out of the Creole menu. Shrimp and grits, lobster and grits. That's a Southern thing. That's a Creole tradition out of like New Orleans, maybe even Alabama and certain parts of Texas and like that whole little area, a little bit of Mississippi, but definitely New Orleans. Louisiana, should I say? Louisiana. Let me not just put New Orleans, but Louisiana. Like Miss A Block always tell you, Phil, kiss her grits. I tried grits without sugar, didn't like it. Excuse me. Salt, pepper, butter, a little butter. Occasionally, depending on the type of cheese. I could dig that. Cheese are great on grits. That's a fact, rest up. I like American cheese or Gouda. Okay. Now they eat porridge, but porridge isn't porridge somewhere. Is porridge oats or what is porridge made out of? Cornmeal. Is porridge made out of cornmeal? What is it made out of? Sarah said they eat porridge. Okay. Salt, pepper, butter, a little cheese. Not just a little cheese. You got to have that thing when you pull that spoon up and it be like, yeah. I made shrimp grits with onions, peppers, and brown gravy yesterday. I mean last week. Oh, that's what's up. Phil Facts, you right for the Vino Diva. Stop the bullshittery. Caribbean people eat dumplings, yam, and banana. Phil. And it's funny. I'll say this because in Black American community, how we eat or how dumplings are made in America is different than how some other folks make them. Like in the Caribbean, they make these oblong. they'll roll the dough into an oblong kind of thing, almost look like a little mini breadstick. Pause, and that's dumplings to them. Whereas us, it'd be like a little ball of dough, and you drop it in the, what you call it, and let it, what you call it, pig feet with grits. Who the hell eat that? Ask Goldilocks about the porridge. Oatmeal's lit too, yeah. If I just took the fish out, make it fish again. Listen, it's only right, Cheval. It's only right. It's only right. Phil, do A block. What you talking about? Who the? I love dumplings, even in soup. Yeah, oatmeal is fire if you don't cook it long. I basically like mine like. Oh wow, really? My uncle used to eat pig feet and grits. Man, where the hell your uncle from? That's crazy. You soak your corn overnight in fresh coconut water, boil the corn, scrape it off, add coconut milk, butter, and honey. That is fine. Oh, that's what porridge. Okay, okay. See, you learn something new every day. You said no slime. Your uncle's from St. Thomas. Lot of mercy. Not a pig feet sandwich. Listen. It don't matter how you eat your grits or your cream of wheats or anything of the sorts. Just make sure you have at it like you have at it. Did you hear me? Harry Lion, all his uncle ate was chopped cheese sandwich. Damn it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, right? Through it all, I hope I didn't bring y'all down to a somber mode or whatever the case may be, but man, love on your folks, man. Love on your folks. And keep some good people around you. Keep some good people around you. If the people that are around you, if all they got to do is talk negative and talk stupid shit all the time, or want to bring you down, or just always got something negative on their mind, heart, and spirit, remove them people from out of your circle and remove them out of your life. Life is too short to just be stuck on stupid or stuck on negative energies and things. A lot of weight we are not meant to bear, we pick up for other people. A lot of weight that we bear, we are not meant to have, carry that load, but we do it. Start surrounding yourself with more positive people, influential people, people that genuinely love and care about you, that won't yes you, that will tell you no, that will tell you when you messing up, that will tell you when you're wrong, that will tell you in love about yourself, but that will also encourage you, lift you up, and help you in whatever capacity that they can for you to be a better man or better woman in your life. You feel me? Y'all still on the grits and stuff. Y'all can have at it. But guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what I like to say, smile, because you never know what it might do for somebody, including yourself. I know y'all watching. That's why I'm smiling hard. I ain't talking about the people in the comments. I'm talking about the people in the comments that ain't in the comments commenting. I see you, and I'm going to smile. Hopefully to do something for you today, because it does something for me, huh? More importantly, love on somebody on purpose, with purpose. And last but not least, I'm not anti you, I'm pro me, with the emphasis on building weed. Let that marinate your melon to the next time we can chop it up and have a tay-to-tay. Until that day, I'll holler. Look, Rashad said, see you later, Bam. See y'all later, Bam. Damn it. Love y'all on purpose, though, man. Listen, whether y'all really rock with me or not, if y'all just here with something to do, or y'all really rocks with your boy, I got love for y'all, because y'all could be anywhere in the world besides here. But y'all are rocking out with your boy. Make sure you come back. Make sure you tell a friend to come on in. We gonna have at it. You hear me? Phil about to go have a tater-tate. That part. I'm out of here. Peace.